Alright, what's up, NYC? This is Christopher Leon Johnson here, and so I'm here right now at this I call it bullshit rally out here. Hey, I'm gonna call this shit out because this is nothing but discussion. So what's happening here is that these people here, these community land trust nonprofits, are gonna be celebrating their rally, the hearing happened today about community land trusts. And what's happening is, like I said, it's some bullshit because, look, let me tell you the truth about community land trust, right? That concept sounds good on paper, but the execution is really disgusting. The execution is really, really disgusting. So what happens with community land trust is that, what they do is they use these nonprofits, weaponizes the government, starting with our controller, Brad Lander, to steal property from landlords that they don't approve of, and they want to and take their units away and give to these nonprofits on pennies on the dollar. So they succeeded that with 248 Arlington, and if you understand about 248 Arlington, that's in Brooklyn, New York. That's in the 19th State Senatorial District, which is Julian Salazar. The 54th State Assembly District, which is Eric Dillon. The 37th Councilman District, which is Sandy Nurse. I don't know where the hell she's at, but it's something where that this community land trust crap is nothing but a fucking joke. That's what it is. Let's keep that real. This is fucking disgusting of what they doing here. Really disgusting. They celebrating stealing property from people that work their ass off their whole life to own property, and they celebrating stealing property. It's fucking disgusting. On what fucking basis of social justice? Get the fuck out of here. That's wrong. So there's a lot of perpetrators here instead of fucking advocates, people that advocate, perpetrate stealing property because they want the property. It's fucking wrong. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be where if I understand, like, look, if you don't pay your rent, or if you don't pay your taxes, or if you don't do certain things, then they take your property. But just because there's a fucking person that's part of a nonprofit like East New York Community Land Trust or Make the Road New York or Open Plans or Trans or all these nonprofits, Housing Works, but just because one member lives in that building and they don't like it or going a certain way, it doesn't give the government the right to take away property. It doesn't give them the right to take away property at all. It's fucking disgusting. Really disgusting.
Man, today is a great day for economic housing justice. Today, we are here because it took 5+ years to get to this point. Sometimes you gotta roll back the curtains to recognize, how did we get here? This started in the height of 2020, when communities were targeted with the tax lien sale. Just remember, no one knew what COVID was at that time. Everyone was fear. There was nothing but fear going on in our community, but yet they wanted to do a tax lien sale during that chaos.
But you're part of the reason. Al, you're part of the reason.
That took place.
Al, you're part of the reason this is happening.
Here
Al, you're part of the reason this is happening, bro. You're part of the reason this is happening, man. You're the reason this is happening, bro. What's up with 248 Arlington? What's up with 248 Arlington? What's up with 248 Arlington, guys? 248 Arlington. is the reason this is happening. 248 Arlington, what's going on with that? Albert Scott. Albert Scott, why you not saying anything about 248 Arlington? What's up with 248 Arlington, man? Those tenants are being oppressed. Those tenants are being oppressed over there. Those tenants are being oppressed at 248 Arlington. The prostitution. The prostitution.
And it's our movement.
What about the prostitution
one
that is
can
going on at
out-talk
248 Arlington,
and no
guys?
one can
What about the prostitution that's going on at 248 Arlington?
We have determined
What's up with
to come
248
out here
Arlington?
at 9
What's
o'clock
up with 248
in the
Arlington,
morning
Albert Scott?
for
Albert
economic
Scott, you are the
justice.
biggest perpetrator for
We
248
are here
Arlington.
because
248 Arlington is the reason why that community land trust should not be happening in New York City. That's the reason it should be happening, because 248 Arlington. What's up with that apartment complex? What's up with that apartment complex, man? Explain to me what's going on with that complex right now, please. Because the people being oppressed over there. And you know that.
You said your point. As we go and we move, as we recognize the folks that had come before us in regards to the particular of the land, we will not be deterred at all.
You guys are destroying
Everyone
the
is
city.
allowed
You guys are
in this
destroying the
particular
city.
movement.
You and City
We
Nurse are
are
destroying
here.
the city. You
Our
destroyed
power.
Brooklyn. You and City Nurse
Our
destroyed the
power.
city.
Our
This guy
power.
destroyed the city.
Our power.
He destroyed the city.
This
This
is
guy
why
destroyed
we
the
have main
city.
distractors. Why
The community
now?
land trust is a
Why
scam.
are they
It's
so
a scam.
afraid of our
It's a
movement?
scam.
That they will
You
send,
stealing property.
that they'll
You
send a
stealing
pawn
property.
to disrupt
You
the
stealing
movement.
property from
This
developers
is what
and
our enemy
landowners
looks
for
like.
the nonprofits.
Why
You're
now?
stealing property
Why
from the
now?
You're stealing property, man.
have to
You guys
realize
are stealing
and recognize
property. How
why
dare you guys
our movement
celebrate
is
stealing
so
property
strong.
from
It's
landowners?
ironic
These guys
that
and gals
enemies
bust their
of the
ass for their
movement.
money.
But
They
what
bust
we're
their ass
gonna
and get
do
what they
today
want. And you guys
is
are
move on
justifying
with our
stealing
program.
money. How
What we're
dare
gonna
you
do
steal
today
money from
is
developers?
recognize the land.
How dare you
We're
steal
gonna
money?
bring up El Puente
You
so
guys
we
are
can prove the
corrupt.
recognition of the
This
land.
is a corrupt
And we
concept. Real
know.
corrupt
No,
concept.
Let it be.
This is corrupt.
We know.
Really corrupt.
Our movement
And
is
Marte,
strong.
you're just a part of it.
We know.
Marte,
We
you're
know
part of it.
that our movement is strong.
You're just as bad as Sandy Nurse.
That means our movement is not big enough. It's not
You
strong
are
enough.
corrupt.
So I
You are
appreciate the haters.
corrupt. You
Haters
are
don't
corrupt.
grow.
You are
They are
corrupt.
dismissed.
You are
They are
corrupt.
dismissed.
No, I'm not. You are corrupt. You are corrupt, Albert
Our
Scott.
power,
The prostitution,
movement.
the
Our
drugs,
power,
the
our
prostitution,
movement.
the
So we gotta
drugs,
recognize
the
land.
vagrancy
Our
at 240
mission is
Arlington.
people.
Look it up. Look
He
up
is
240
a
Arlington.
pawn for
I am not a
our
pawn.
community.
You're a pawn to City
El
Nurse.
Puente,
You're a pawn to City Nurse.
recognize our land.
You're a pawn to Sandy Nurse. That's what you are, Albert Scott. You are a pawn to Sandy Nurse. You own Sandy Nurse. You own Sandy Nurse. Let's keep that real. You are corrupt.
I'm blessed, brother.
You are corrupt. You are corrupt like Sandy Nurse and Marte. That's when he get voted out by Coleman. It's gonna be your fault. Remember that.
Oh, really?
If he get voted out next 2 weeks, it's your fault.
Sir, I'm sorry. There's a lot of other groups here, not just East New York, that wanted to speak. Could we give them a chance, please?
Yeah.
Everybody, good morning. Buenos días. ¿Cómo estamos? Really quickly to introduce ourselves, we are from El Puente. We have Maria, myself, Danny, Raisa, Don. We're going to invite everybody to be part of an immersive participatory land acknowledgement. Really quickly about this piece and about the art pieces here with us today. The land acknowledgement was written after conversations with the Alumni Institute, which were members that grew up through El Puente. We're a human rights organization based in the south side of Williamsburg and Bushwick and Puerto Rico. We work on youth development and building youth leadership and all the leadership in our communities. And so this piece was written after conversations about acknowledging the lands that we all come from and also the land that we stand on. And the pieces on the stage were all created by the young people who were part of our programs. They made these pieces as part of the Three Kings set, the production that we had this past year, which is about the story, telling the story of our neighborhoods and how we're still united against in similar struggles and how that story continues. And so we invite everybody in this piece to breathe with us, to, if it's accessible to you, to reach down to the ground with us as we call for it, and to anytime that we say Lenape Hoping, say it with us as well. So thank you all, and we'll get started. Okay. Breathe. Again. Breathe.
This land, acknowledge her.
Lenape Hoping. Beneath the soles of your shoes, acknowledge her.
Lenape Hoping.
Beneath the concrete, acknowledge her.
Lenape Hoping.
Before the buildings and streets and bridges and highways,
Lenape Hoping.
There was and still is.
Lenape Hoping.
Acknowledge her.
And all her children. The Lenape, the Merrick, the Munsee, the Canarsie, the Rockaway, and the Matinicock nations.
they are
Lenape Hoping.
Open your eyes. Can you see where land persists, where ancestry exists, in the cracks and the gaps? Trace with your eyes, your fingertips, the green through the walls and the fences.
And you call me a liar. You call me a liar on YouTube. You call me a liar on YouTube. You call me a liar. I am not a liar. You are the biggest shill to the developers, Deborah Ock. Biggest fucking shill.
We call you all to remember. Lenape Hoping.
There she emerges. She grows steady and strong. Can you remember the land was?
The land is
Lenape Hoping.
where the land has been cut away, carved into. Can you mourn the parts that have been lost? Can you celebrate what grows beyond the wounds?
she is radical.
Lenape Hoping. The land's resistance is powerful.
The construction cannot cover her form fully. In the contours and slopes, the pavement cannot hide her. Whatever is built is always upon her.
Can you see how the trees still reach the sky, out and toward us, inviting us to breathe?
Can you take in the abundance of how she offers us the medicine we need? White clover for our breath, dandelion for our gut, plantain for our wounds, mulberry for our immunity.
Lenape Hoping.
Can you trace the truth that the native land wants to be remembered?
She reminds us, she is our root. Everything built upon her is held.
She's our foundations. Everything built upon her is elevated.
She is our altar. Everything built upon her is sacred.
Everything is built upon her.
She is not just the green we see. She is not just the soil.
She's not just the fragments of spaces we are given to tend.
She's everything we walk upon.
We love upon.
We live upon.
Now we invite everyone for this last. And all together we'll say, Lenape Hoping. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Our power, our movement. Our power, our movement. All right, we're going to have to speak out, and we're going to start with Cameron. Before, y'all hear me all right? We excited? We about to win CLA this morning?
No.
All right, my name is Cameron. I'm one of the organizers with We Act for Environmental Justice. We've been fighting in Harlem for 30 years, since 1988. Next up, we're gonna have the, Elise, help me with it. Help me with the name.
Oh, okay. The Radical Evolution.
Radical Evolution Theater Troupe is going to come up for a presentation. Give them a hand.
For the streets. Radical Evolution, are you ready? All right, for the streets, for the people, for the streets, for the streets, for the people, for the people, for the streets, for the streets, for the people, for the streets, for the people. Good morning, everybody. We are the Radical Evolution Street Theater Crew. We've been here for the streets and for the people.
I'm not going to swap those people because I actually have a conscience. But when it comes to that son of a bitch right there, I'm going to disrupt every fucking time. He's a fucking crook.
And how achievable it is to get community land and wealth for our people. So if you don't have a sheet, we're doing like a little bit of a sing-along right now. So we're going to pass those out and we're going to get going.
So I know those people, they practice so hard for their performances. I don't want to do that. That's wrong. But Albert's going to get it. He's going to get it. And Chris Morte too, because he fucking came. And right, if he want to speak to her, he gonna get it. They all gonna get it. Because I care. And I'm gonna keep it real. I care about these people here. I care. Albert is the biggest perpetrator of this shit. Yeah.
My name's Tarek. I'm a reporter.
Yeah.
You want to tell me a little bit about what brought you out today?
So, this guy right here, Albert Scott, he's one of the organizers for East New York Community Land Trust. And his organization took away a property from a landlord because the landlord was allegedly doing a bad job, and they bought out the property, and now it's their property under East New York Community Land Trust. And what they did was, and if you go there one day, I've been there one time, those people are going through more hell than when the old landlord had it. No cameras. There's a lot of homeless. There's a lot of prostitutes, a lot of drugs, a lot of vagrants in that building, and nothing's being done. And this guy's just about to take all that money away, and he's doing nothing about it. And when you want to ask him a question, you don't want to give the time of day. So now I'm taking it to right here. I'm taking it here.
But you don't live there.
I don't live there. The council member lives in my state assembly district. Her office is in my state assembly district, so I have the right to call her out. She can say that I don't right to call her out because that's my district, but her office is in my state assembly district. Her office is on the 55th state assembly district, which is my state assembly district. So I have the right to call her ass out when somebody call her out when I had to call her out because I'm technically constituent with hers too.
You're referring to Sandy Nurse?
No, I'm not referring to I'm
Sandy Nurse, you mean?
Yeah, Sandy Nurse.
Okay.
That's her district.
And why? I mean, so you said you've been there once. Like, why do you think that it's gotten so much worse there?
Because the nonprofit is usually in the nonprofit. People call it the nonprofit industrial complex. All they care about is taking money from the government and private donors and foundations, acting like they're gonna do the right thing. They're gonna do the right thing, but they're not.
So why do you say it's worse than it was before, though?
Because there's more prostitutes, more vagrants, more drugs in that facility, and these guys know what they're doing. They don't know anything about property management or anything like that. They just take the property. That's it. It's like saying I wanna buy McDonald's, but you don't know anything about making burgers and like that. That's what they're doing.
And why do you feel so passionate about this topic specifically?
Because like I said, look, I understand that there's corrupt landlords and there's slumlords, but if they really do a bad job, then the government should take away. They should be taken away because a nonprofit wants the property. It's because a progressive tied nonprofit, part of the Working Family Party, want that property. There's a lot of slumlords in the city, and there's a lot of people, especially in Brownsville, that go through a lot of hell, and the Bronx, and Harlem, and Lower East Side, and Stapleton, that go through a lot of hell with slumlords, and parts of Jamaica, Queens, and Queens. They don't have the same leverage or take away property from landlords because they do a bad job, especially in Greenpoint and Williamsburg.
So what do you think they should do with the landlords like that?
The landlords should be really, really held accountable by the government, where if they don't do the right thing, they should be arrested, like Obershon. Yeah. That's how it should be.
And like it should just be sold to another private developer, you're saying?
Yeah, it should be sold to another private developer that has a track record of doing the right thing and restoring things.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Christopher Leon Johnson. CHRISTOPHERLEONJOHNSON.
And you live in East New York.
Brooklyn, LaCroix Heights. I live at LaCroix Heights.
Okay.
55th State Assembly District.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Assembly Member Harvey Epstein. Give it up for him. Good morning, everyone. How you feeling out there? How you feeling about trying to get more public land?
Whoa!
How do you feel about using our land for people, not profits?
That is a corrupt concept, Harvey. It's a corrupt concept. This is a corrupt concept by these nonprofits, and you're part of it. You're running for city council. How dare you try to justify take away public property from landlords? If they do the wrong thing, they should be taken away.
Think about
You are corrupt, Harvey. You are corrupt, Harvey. You are corrupt. You are corrupt. Do not believe anything. You're corrupt.
If you wanted the mic, you could have it.
You're corrupt. You don't want to give the
this.
mic to anybody. You want to give yourself and all these. And this guy, those are right here. You are corrupt. You shut up. You are just a bad. You are corrupt, Deborah. You are corrupt. You are a ship with these corrupt nonprofits, Deborah. You are corrupt. You are a ship with these nonprofits. That's what you are. That's what you are. And Chris, you're gonna be voted out. Chris, you're gonna be voted out.
So you know what? You're gonna have haters out there in the world. Let's be honest about this. You're gonna have people who don't care about people.
I do care. I do care. What about NYCHA? Harvey, what about NYCHA? Harvey, what about NYCHA, Harvey? Harvey, what about NYCHA? What about NYCHA? Harvey, what about NYCHA? What about NYCHA? You don't give a fuck about NYCHA. You don't care about NYCHA. You sold out your fucking community. You sold out your fucking district to the developers at NYCHA. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you, Harvey? How fucking dare you, Harvey? Harvey, how dare you? How dare you, Harvey? Harvey, you are fucking corrupt. How fucking dare you tell me that? You are just as bad. You are just as bad. You are bad. You are just as bad. You are just as bad, Harvey. You are just as bad. You sold this fucking district. You sold out your fucking district to the developer. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. You're a liar. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar, Harvey. You're a fucking liar. You're the fucking liar. You're the fucking liar, Harvey. You're the fucking liar. You're the one that sold out your fucking community to the developers. How fucking dare you? How dare you fucking tell me that? You're a fucking liar. You're a liar, Harvey. You're a fucking liar.
What does he do?
Liar.
No one acknowledges
Liar. You're a liar, Harvey. You're a liar. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. You sold your whole community. You're scared of Jason Murillo, right? You're scared of Jason, right? You're scared of fucking Jason Murillo, right? When you ran away. When you ran away, right? When you ran away, right, Harvey? How fucking dare you?
We can talk. We can talk.
We did.
Can I hear you out, bro? Can I hear you for a second?
When they were trying to displace us.
Yeah.
I just want to hear what it is the concern is. 'Cause, you know, I don't know what your concern is. I just want to hear.
These elected officials are corrupt, and they know they're corrupt.
What's the concern?
Albert Scott sold out this district. Albert Scott sold out this whole fucking district.
Yeah. What happened? What happened? I don't know.
He is neglecting his community.
But this is Harvey. You're talking
Yeah, I know.
about Scott. What's going on?
I'm good.
Yeah, no, I'm here for you, bro.
Yeah, I understand.
You said you care about NYCHA. I care about NYCHA too. We're all trying to get affordable housing, and the reason that I'm talking to you right now is because the work that I'm doing is for affordable housing.
Yeah, I care about affordable housing too.
So, can I shake your hand, bro?
Yeah.
So what I want to do is I want to figure out how we can be working together. Because right now, what we're doing right now, this isn't productive. And the landlords around us, they see this, they see that division, and they seize on that. They appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because that makes it a lot easier for them to tear us apart and weaken our movement. If we're on the same side for affordable housing, don't back up, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. If we're on the same side for affordable housing, we can be working together. And it sounds like there are issues that you might have with, like, you know, some folks in these different CLTs, but that's something that we can talk about. And the one thing, are you in like organizing spaces?
No,
I
care. I care
movement spaces. All right. One thing that we always keep at a buck in like movement spaces is we don't air our dirty laundry out on the street.
Yeah.
Because that's something that opponents of the movement can seize on and undermine us.
Yeah.
So if you want to support us, if you want to support me, like the work that I'm doing for Harlem, the work that like we're doing for communities that are like low income, like NYCHA folks, like what we can do is we can have a conversation.
Yeah.
And we can, but I feel like it's not helpful.
Yeah.
For us to just be sort of like yelling at folks.
Yeah.
Because that makes us all, it brings down the spirits of folks, and like, you don't know 90% of these people.
I don't. I know.
They care about the same things.
Yeah.
But I know that 1% right there, like Marte.
Yeah. But what we can do is, if you want to talk to that 1%, if you got an issue with him, what we could do is we could help arrange a conversation for you and that 1%.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
And we can hash out that beef, all right?
Yeah, I understand.
But I just need you to, like, while we're doing this, we're trying to get people energized.
Yeah.
We're trying to win affordable housing as a community.
Yeah.
And it's not helpful for you to be sort of yelling at people and cursing them out. That's all.
I understand.
I'm not going to tell you to do anything. I'm not going to stop you from doing anything. I just want us to be on the same team. Right?
Yeah, I understand.
Right.
All right.
So
give respect to the people who gathered here.
Yeah, I understand.
Like, these are good people, bro. Like,
everybody needs to be here for affordable housing. You say you do, so let them at least be together. You have beef with one individual.
Yeah.
Don't mess it up for everybody else, because that doesn't work either.
We're doing good.
All right.
We're doing good
Thank
work
you.
out here.
Yeah.
I can tell just by your screaming how passionate you are about this.
Yeah.
And that's important to me. That's really, really, like, I wish people had this type of passion.
Yeah.
I wish folks.
What happened to you?
Nothing.
You got affected by what he did?
No, like it hurts the people because I see what's going on, and St. Nurse is corrupt. St. Nurse is really corrupt.
Okay. But they here right now?
Nah, she's not here. But
so let's figure out how we can talk to her.
Marte, you gonna be voted out. You gonna be voted out. And Harvey, you are corrupt. Harvey, you are corrupt. You are corrupt. You are corrupt. And Chris gonna be voted out in 3 weeks. You'll be voted out. You're a clown. You're corrupt.
We had 20 years of Giuliani, Bloomberg. We had another 8
Mm-hmm. I understand. Yeah.
But you said Sandy Nurse is corrupt.
Yeah. But she's just as fucking bad. She's just as bad.
And so what did she do?
She
sort of interfere. What did she do to you? What was the thing that she?
No, she works for Albert Scott. She give it all that money and they do what they with it.
So Sandy Nurse, you're saying Sandy Nurse gave money to Albert Scott?
Yeah, she do what they with it.
Okay. And what was the money supposed to go to?
Supposed to go to do the right thing, like cameras and fixing everything up. But they're not fixing anything up.
Okay. And just so I'm clear, what does that have to do with community land trust?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with community land
Because they're supposed to do the right thing. If they want to say they want to make it better for the people, they supposed to make it better for the people, not just take the money and line their pockets up.
Okay.
And be on account with the money.
Okay. And so who's the person that you have the issue with?
Albert Scott.
Albert Scott.
Yeah.
Is Albert Scott here?
Yeah, he's right there.
Okay. And
he already spoke, you said your word. So,
yeah.
But leave the rest.
Like the rest of these people don't have anything to do with that.
Yeah, I understand.
So would you be able to, for me?
Yeah.
Like just chill and like have that conversation with those folks.
Yeah.
Like when that opportunity comes up.
Yeah, I got you.
Like not interrupt and yell with the rest of the ceremony.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Promise?
I promise.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What's your name, bro?
Christopher.
Christopher. My name is Cameron.
Cameron.
Great to meet you.
Same
all right?
to you, man.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
We got it.
All right. Thank you.
We're gonna win together. We're going I have no support for corruption. I don't know what's going on. But what I want to win these bills so that we can like actually make this community more affordable for the folks that live in my neighborhood.
I understand.
So, like you promised me,
I promise.
Keep it chill for the rest of this.
Yeah, I will.
And then you'll address those concerns with the people that you have specific concerns with.
Yeah.
But not yelling, not interrupting.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Man.
Thank you. No
Appreciate
problem.
you.
No problem.
I'm gonna hold you to it. All right?
I will, man. Thank you. So, like I said, I actually care. And I'm not going to do that. I'll get that fucking Albert Scott. You know what I'm saying? So.
We have nothing. We get a tiny portion of affordable housing. That cannot be it. We know that our organization, our community-based organizations, are the best
We know that we have the right heart, and we believe in each other. And that is why we must pass the CLA. I'd just like to end this by saying, think about how much you have fought, how many years you have fought, and how we are all here. We can pass this today if we are here today. Let's do it. Thank you so much.
Next up, Chelsea. Followed up by Lopez.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna get an ES. I'm gonna get CLT. You know what I'm saying? Because they're fucking crooked. They're crooked.
Make bans and say pass the CLA among other things and hold them up for hearing so the council knows that we're ready for this to be passed. Thank you all.
Ilamba. Stop it up for Ilamba.
He's part of DSA. So.
How's it going? Good morning. My name is Ralph. I'm a housing organizer with the Woodland Falls from Grand Cross on the Lower East Side, and we are so pleased to have recently secured and we want to thank Councilmember Rivera for helping to secure this site. We're also able to secure another site on East 5th Street.
So I care.
There's currently an NYPD parking lot that we want to make into 100 affordable housing units. Am I right? Does that sound better to you? Yes. And we are currently applying with HPD recently issued RFP to make this a reality. So for this grant, none is possible without these bills passing, and stand around here seeing so many amazing organizers, my friends as well. To have this here is a huge victory for us. We're going to have it. So Bird Rock can work. And again, good job coming out today and for those who testifying. Thank you again. Thank you so much.
Put it up again for Ilamba. Our power. Our power. All right, now we're going to bring out Pablo.
So yeah, at the end of the day.
Hello, comrades. My name is Pablo. I'm a proud member of the New York City Democratic Socialists of America, and I'm the leader of the Singing Solidarity Choir. And we're going to lead you all in some songs about our movement. So everyone, say with me: power to the tenants, power to the renting class. One more time: power to the tenants,
power to the tenants,
power to the renting class. So now you all know all of the words to this next song. Power to the tenants, power to the renting class, power to the tenants, power to the renting class. Let's all sing it together. Power to the tenants, power to the renting class. Can't hear you. Power to the tenants, power to the renting class. Change, so everyone power to the tenants, got to build the power to the renting class, power to the tenants, power to the you can't hear the person next to you, give him a little elbow. Power to the tenants, power.
See, I care. I care. I care because I didn't care about WI. I'm not going to disrupt because it's a black man. I'm not going to. Black man to black man, I care.
All right. No, clap it up again.
Got one more short song. So this is a real simple tune. It goes to the tune of When the Revolution, when the Saints Go Marching In. We all know When the Saints Go Marching In, or When the Saints Go Marching In. So we're going to say, when we pass the CLA, how I want to keep that number. When we pass the CLA. 1, 2, 3, 4. revolution comes.
Lincoln Wrestler arrived.
All right, next up the list. All right, bring it up. One of the champions for the 3D Land Act. Council member, Lincoln Wrestler. How we all doing today? All right, when I say public land, you say for public good. Public land? Public good. Public land? Public good. Public land? Public good.
You said you wouldn't interrupt.
This is Lincoln Wrestler. Lincoln, you are corrupt. You sold out this city to the city of yes. You voted for the city of yes. Lincoln, you sold out this communities for the developers with the city of yes for housing opportunity. Lincoln, you are just as bad, Lincoln. Lincoln, you sold out this city. Lincoln, you are a sellout. You are a sellout. You sold us out for the developer. How dare you try to act like you fight for the tenants? You're not, man.
Bro, can we talk?
Yeah.
Can we talk? Let's talk. Let's talk.
Yeah, I'm going this way.
Yeah, we got it.
Lincoln, you sold out.
So remember what we said.
Lincoln, you sold out. Lincoln, you sold out. Lincoln, you sold out. Lincoln's a sellout.
Hey, remember we had the conversation.
Yeah.
We had the conversation. You made your point.
Yeah.
But remember I asked.
Yeah, but he's Lincoln. That's elected official. It's not like a regular person.
That's fair.
It's elected official.
You made your point. You made your point.
That's elected official.
Yeah, and listen, look at me. I don't like most elected officials. Keep it a buck.
That guy is a fraud.
I don't like most elected officials. What we're here right now is because we need an elected official to help us pass this bill. So, like, I understand what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from. Like, I don't really fuck with the city, yes, to keep it a buck. But, like, the bill that we're trying to get to pass right now, like, we need the support of some of these folks. And the way that elected officials, the way their minds work, they're, like, scared. If they see opposition, they run away. Like, they don't take well to, like, feeling like they're being under attack. And so I understand, and you made your point, and I honestly appreciate you saying that about the city, yes, because it's like not a very good bill. But what we need right now is we're trying to get this Land Act passed. We're trying to get like affordable housing in the community. Mm-hmm. And so now that you made your point,
yeah,
like if you know we can. We'll refocus. We'll come back to like the other organizers. He's going to be off in a couple seconds.
Yeah.
And then we'll just we'll keep it pushing.
Yeah, I understand.
We'll keep it pushing.
I understand.
Like I hear what you said.
Yeah. Thank you.
And it's all good.
Yeah. I understand. Thank you. See, I care. I got that little bozo Lincoln Wrestler. He say I'm proud of passing that shit. I'm proud of that. So selling out his fucking city. Selling out his fucking city. Selling out the fucking community. Act like you fucking fight for the people. The fuck out of here. That nigga's fucking fake.
We are not giving up until it becomes law. We are my conviction. We are going to fight like hell to get it over the finish line this year. Let's make it happen, everybody. Touch it over there. Our power. All right, next up we're going to bring up one of our very own, Mr. Shaw. Bronx, where are you? Clap it up again. How we doing today? All right. Public land? Public good. Public land? Public good. Sound a little quiet. Public land? Public good. Blue city? Housing.
See, I care. Unlike this guy, this little guy right here, Lincoln Wrestler, who had a nerve to sue a black woman trying to get off the ballot, because he was scared of that Saxmar voter block in his district going against him about Bedford. He was scared of that. He was scared of them turning on him. And once they turn on him, those bougies in Williamsburg and Greenpoint ain't gonna save him. And he knew that was gonna happen. And she lives in Burlington Hills, so she knew that she was gonna win that. See, I care. I care.
Public land for public good represents an opportunity for deeply urban, affordable housing that communities like mine and my haven in the South Bronx so desperately needs. But we also need ward and depth. We need healthy third spaces. How many people have accessible community centers? You know, healthy green spaces in their communities? Not enough, right? What we have is pollution, disproportionate.
City of New York got their hats.
Highways ripping apart for our communities. Not enough green spaces. All sides of our history of we're asking for development to change. And I thank you all for continuing this fight. When do we want the CLA passed? When do we want it passed? Public land? Public land? Public land? Our power, bringing up one of our very own, Todd Baker, Northwest Bronx. Clap it up. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We have been demanding the Community Land Act for years. And what have we been told? One second. Just hang on one more second. That's what they tell us. Wait a little bit more. But guess what? We're tired of asking what can be done with this. We are the ones organizing tenants to say, what if you got to choose the group you work with in your building? On this building. But we are scrapping for these ourselves, right? We are clawing these projects out of nowhere. And we want a system, we want a pathway, and we want rights to do this work. The Community Land Act would create a legal pathway across the entire city. Groups like the Bronx Community Land Trust, all of the other community land trusts gathered today are ready to step up and do this work. We just need Community Land Act to make it possible on a bigger scale. So we want to pass the Community Land Act when? Now! When? Now! Pass it today. Thank you. It's getting hot and hotter. All right, right now we're going to bring up one of our very own this day. Oh, Elise.
Hey everyone, how you all doing? Are you ready to make some noise in City Hall? Yeah! So we're going to be out demanding that Adrian Adams, the Speaker of City Council, and the full City Council pass the Community Land Act this year. We cannot wait anymore.
Adrian ain't passing that shit. She's not gonna pass. It's gonna go next session.
Before we
accountable in City Hall. And when our people go and testify, we can cheer with our fans. So everybody make a fan, get some food, get some coffee. It's going to be a long hearing. And we're going to meet here in 5 minutes, and we're going to march together to City Hall.
Like, these fucking guys are corrupt.
Our power. All right, the tables to my right. We have refreshments here.
So yeah, like I said, Sandy Nurse and shit like that. She's one of the biggest perpetrators of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, at the end of the day, crooked. You're crooked. You're a corrupt leader. That's what you are, Albert Scott. You are a corrupt leader. Corrupt leader. That's what you are. You own Sandy Nurse. She only listens to you, and that's it. And while the people at 240 Arlington are suffering, they're suffering at 240 Arlington. They're suffering because of you. Won't you fix that? Won't you fix it?
I told you, brother, the tenants are working towards their own units.
It's not about that. You should be fixing it on the way. It's not about owning it right now, about fixing it on the way. When you blow out the apartment building, you should be able to do the proper repairs for them. Install the right cameras. Get the security to kick out all the beggars, the homeless, the drug addicts. You're not doing that.
Chris,
when you get that money from the discretionary money and the capital money, you're supposed to do that with the money. When you get capital funding from City Nurse and Julius Salazar and Marissa Davila and all these building officials, you're supposed to put it into the right thing, not line your pockets, not line Haley and Kim pockets. You're supposed to do the right thing and install those cameras and fix those floors and kick those vagrants out. You can get security grants to kick in your apartment building to kick those people out the apartments. You work with the NYPD to kick those guys out the apartment building. There's apartments actually do that. They work with the NYPD, they hire security to make sure all the beggars don't be inside there.
Chris, we've made some recommendations.
It's not about recommendations, it's about doing. It's about doing it.
I said we made some repairs, Chris. Are we there at 100%? No, not yet, but repairs has been made.
But where's the progress?
The progress is there. This is what we're trying to tell you. Eventually, we're going to have what you call a community walkthrough, so folks can actually see some of the repairs of where it was and where it's going and how it looks. Because I don't know what information there is, but it's actually misinformation that was given. Repairs has been made. We're not there fully, but we're making the necessary progress. That's why I didn't try to. I really want to sit down and talk and have a.
What about get the beggars out, the bakers out, the homeless out, the sex workers out of there? There's a lot of sex workers in that building. Why don't you get them out? Why don't you work with the NYPD to get them out the building? You can easily do that. You guys are non-profit. You have a lot of sway with the controller's office. You guys know that. And Reynoso. And Antonio Reynoso.
I really want to fix this up because you're getting misinformation. Because I really give you the tour B to say that every single family there are sex workers. Chris, come on. There's some hardworking families.
I know that. I know they're hardworking people, but if you have sex workers in those apartment buildings trying to sell services, and you have people selling drugs, doing drugs on camera, and you guys ain't doing nothing about it, what's the point of trying to say this is a good idea? It looks like a bad idea.
Based on the resident leadership, we had one
there is no, from what I know, there's no sex workers there. There has been no proof or anything of such the kind, because we wouldn't condone that, and there's families there, kids are there. Come on, you
so
think
we'll
we'll
get the beggars out. You supposed to get the beggars out?
Something like that.
The beggars out, get the beggars. Yeah, you supposed to get the beggars. Look, there's apartments that have that. We'll get the beggars out, the homeless out there, the people that sleep on the floors. It's on camera, bro.
Chris, we gotta sit down and have a public conversation so that we
what about Sadie Nurse? She's not going to do it. The councilman has a lot of power. She refuses to really address the issue. She always tries to say, oh, well, I'm working on it. What are you working on, Sandy? What is she working on? What is Sadie Nurse working? What are our councilmen working? I know she ran on the polls because she sued to get Eleanor off the ballot, which was really wrong. You sued to get a black woman off the ballot. If you care about, like Sadie Nurse, if you care about black rights, why you got Ali Nazri, one of the most corrupt election lawyers in the state, to knock off a black woman off the ballot? Yeah, because she know that she might get voted out. She would have lost.
We got to talk.
But what about Sadie Nurse? Unless we're Sadie Nurse or Julie Salazar, I don't want the conversation because it's not gonna go nowhere. It's that simple. So I'm gonna keep on getting at you guys every time until Sadie Nurse fucking addresses it, really addresses the situation. Okay? Yeah. So I'm not playing around. I said, look, unless Sadie Nurse is that conversation and fucking Julia Salazar, I'm gonna keep on getting that fucking nigga. I'm gonna keep on getting this fucking ass for the tenants. I'm not playing around no more. This ain't no one-on-one. Everybody's gonna be in the fucking table. Sadie Nurse and Julia Salazar. We're not fucking around no more. You know what I'm saying? This is some bullshit. And he knows what the fuck he's doing. These motherfuckers, what they do is they line their pockets. They line their pockets with discretionary money and capital funding. They do nothing for the tenants. Nothing at all. It's fucking disgusting. Because I care. I was the one that advocated against CES. I don't want a guy that fucking Zoran face. I got a fucking Caban face. I got a Lincoln's face for congestion. I care. I care when the poor get affected. And Albert Scott's giving me fucking sweats. Like every fucking time he has something, I'm fucking coming out here. Until we have a conversation with Sadie Nurse or Julie Salazar, I'm fucking coming out here every fucking time disrupting. Fuck that. Because nothing's getting accomplished. And he knows nothing's getting accomplished. Because it's all about the bottom line. And if the bottom line means that people gotta suffer, then that's what's gonna happen with these nonprofits. That's what they feel. And it's fucking disgusting. And I care. And I was nice enough not to really insult the other speakers. I know they're not part of the situation. They have their own fucking shit going on. So I'm not gonna go in their faces like that. But I gotta let the officials' faces because they're fucking bigger purpose. They allowed the shit to happen. They have a lot of power. Sandra Nurse has a lot of power. Like Sandra Nurse, if she really cared about black rights, she's soon to get a black woman off the fucking ballot. I care about my community. I care about my community. I care about my area. I care about my district. So I care. I give a fuck. So I'm gonna log off here and take care. Happy Tuesday. That's the 3rd of June. It'll be 80 degrees today. Take care. Later.